Welcome to the Introduction to Working at Heights course. In this course, we'll be addressing one of the most critical aspects of workplace safety, working at heights. Our objective here is straightforward yet vital: to provide you with the knowledge and understanding necessary to ensure your safety and well-being while working at elevated locations. Throughout this course, we'll explore essential principles and practices aimed at minimizing risks and hazards associated with working at heights. From identifying common hazards to understanding emergency procedures, our focus will be on equipping you with practical tools and strategies to navigate safely through various work scenarios. Why is this course important, you might ask? The answer lies in the sobering statistics. Falls from heights continue to be a leading cause of workplace accidents and injuries worldwide. By arming yourself with the insights and expertise offered in this course, you'll not only protect yourself, but also contribute to a safer working environment for all. Understanding the importance of safety when working at heights is paramount for every worker. Here's why: working at heights presents a significant risk of falls, which can result in severe injuries or even fatalities. Being aware of these risks is the first step in preventing accidents. Regulatory bodies enforce strict safety regulations concerning working at heights. Compliance with these regulations is not only essential for legal reasons, but also for the well-being of workers. Employers have a duty of care to provide a safe working environment for their employees. This includes implementing safety measures and providing necessary training to mitigate risks associated with working at heights. Safety measures such as fall protection systems, guardrails, and personal protective equipment, PPE, are in place to protect workers from potential hazards. Understanding and adhering to these measures can save lives. A safe working environment fosters productivity and efficiency. When workers feel safe and confident in their surroundings, they can focus on their tasks without the distraction of safety concerns. By recognizing the importance of safety when working at heights, we can create a culture of safety that prioritizes the well-being of all workers. Identifying common hazards associated with working at heights is crucial for maintaining a safe work environment. Here are some of the most prevalent hazards. Falls are the most significant hazard when working at heights. Whether from ladders, scaffolds, roofs, or other elevated surfaces, the risk of falling is ever present and must be mitigated through proper safety measures. Uneven surfaces, debris, or wet conditions can lead to slips and trips, causing workers to lose their balance and potentially fall from heights. Falling objects, tools, equipment, or materials dropped from above pose a significant hazard to workers below. Proper precautions, such as securing tools and using tow boards or debris nets, are necessary to prevent injuries. Working on unstable or weak surfaces, such as fragile roofs or unstable scaffolding, increases the risk of falls and structural collapses. Weather conditions, adverse weather conditions, such as high winds, rain, or snow, can create additional hazards for workers working at heights. These conditions may affect stability and visibility, increasing the risk of accidents. Before undertaking any work at heights, it's essential to conduct a thorough risk assessment to identify potential hazards and implement effective control measures. Here's why risk assessment is crucial. Risk assessment allows us to anticipate potential hazards and take proactive measures to prevent accidents before they occur. By identifying risks early on, we can implement controls to minimize the likelihood of incidents. Regulatory bodies require employers to conduct risk assessments for work activities, including those involving working at heights. Compliance with these regulations is not only a legal obligation, but also a fundamental aspect of ensuring the safety and well-being of workers. Each work environment presents unique challenges and hazards. Through risk assessment, we can tailor control measures to address specific risks relevant to the task at hand. This ensures that controls are effective and appropriate for the given situation. Involving workers in the risk assessment process promotes ownership and awareness of safety issues. Workers who actively participate in identifying hazards are more likely to adhere to safety protocols and take necessary precautions when working at heights. Risk assessment is not a one-time task, but an ongoing process. Regular reviews and updates to risk assessments allow us to adapt to changing conditions, new hazards, or lessons learned from past incidents. This continuous improvement cycle ensures that our safety measures remain effective over time. Understanding the hierarchy of controls is essential for effectively managing risks associated with working at heights. The hierarchy provides a systematic approach to hazard control, prioritizing measures that offer the greatest level of protection. Here's how it works. At the top of the hierarchy is the elimination of hazards altogether. This involves finding ways to remove the need for working at heights whenever possible. For example, using extended reach tools or prefabricating components at ground level can eliminate the need for workers to work at heights. If it's not feasible to eliminate the need for working at heights, the next best approach is substitution. This involves replacing hazardous tasks or materials with safer alternatives. For instance, using mechanical lifts instead of ladders for accessing elevated areas can reduce the risk of falls. Engineering controls focus on designing physical barriers or equipment to mitigate risks. Examples include installing guardrails, tow boards, or safety nets to prevent falls from elevated surfaces. These controls provide passive protection and require minimal worker intervention. Administrative controls involve implementing policies, procedures, and training to reduce the likelihood of incidents. This may include establishing work procedures, assigning trained personnel to supervise work at heights, and scheduling work during favorable weather conditions. PPE is the last line of defense in the hierarchy of controls. While it does not eliminate hazards, it provides a crucial layer of protection for workers exposed to risks. PPE for working at heights may include harnesses, helmets, safety glasses, and non-slip footwear. Training and competency are integral aspects of ensuring safety when working at heights. Here's why they are crucial. Working at heights often involves using specialized equipment such as harnesses, ladders, and scaffolds. Proper training ensures that workers understand how to use this equipment safely and effectively. Training raises awareness about the hazards associated with working at heights and teaches workers how to identify and mitigate these risks. It instills a safety-conscious mindset, encouraging workers to prioritize safety in all aspects of their work. Many regulatory bodies require employers to provide specific training for workers involved in tasks at heights. Compliance with these regulations is essential for legal reasons and ensures that workers are adequately prepared to perform their duties safely. Competent workers are less likely to make errors or take unnecessary risks when working at heights. Proper training equips workers with the knowledge and skills needed to assess risks, follow safety protocols, and respond effectively to emergencies, reducing the likelihood of accidents. Training should be an ongoing process, allowing workers to refresh their knowledge, learn new skills, and stay updated on changes in regulations or best practices. Regular training sessions and refresher courses promote continuous improvement in safety performance. By investing in comprehensive training programs and ensuring that workers maintain competency through regular education and practice, employers can create a safer working environment for everyone involved in tasks at heights. Being prepared for emergencies is essential when working at heights. Here's why understanding emergency procedures is crucial. In the event of an accident or emergency, quick and decisive action can make all the difference. Understanding emergency procedures ensures that workers know how to respond promptly to minimize the impact of accidents and provide assistance to those in need. Accidents at heights can pose ongoing risks to both the injured worker and others nearby. Knowing how to implement emergency procedures effectively can help prevent further injuries or incidents by containing hazards and securing the area until help arrives. The primary goal of emergency procedures is to protect lives. Whether it involves rescuing a worker who has fallen or administering first aid to an injured colleague, knowing what to do in an emergency can mean the difference between life and death. Regulatory standards often require employers to have specific emergency procedures in place for working at heights. Compliance with these regulations is essential for legal reasons and ensures that workers receive the assistance they need in emergencies. Emergencies can be chaotic and stressful situations. Proper training in emergency procedures helps workers remain calm and composed, allowing them to act decisively and efficiently to address the situation. At the conclusion of this presentation, you will now be given a test to assess your knowledge on the topic of working at heights. Introduction to Working at Heights, Element 1. This test is designed to evaluate your understanding of the key principles and practices discussed throughout the course. Please take this opportunity to review the material covered in the presentation and ensure you are prepared to demonstrate your knowledge. Remember, this test is not only an opportunity to assess your comprehension of the material, but also a chance to reinforce your learning and identify areas for further study.